Yes, we can. At your request, we can do that. Dandava Pranams, good morning. We are going to continue the reading of Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta. We are in starting chapter 6, Antya-līlā, Lord Chaitanya meets Raghunātha Das Gosvāmī. Jai Jai Śrī Caitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai, Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj Gosvāmī Prabhu ki Jai, Śrīla SC Bhakti Swami Prabhupada ki Jai Jai, Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. So at the request of Devananda Prabhu, we'll read the summary of this chapter. A summary of this chapter is given by Bhakti Vinoda Thakur in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya as follows. When Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu went into transcendental fits of ecstatic love, Ramananda Roy and Swarup Damodar Goswami attended to him and satisfied him as he desired. Raghunātha Das Goswami has been attempting to come to the lotus feet of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu for a long time, and finally he left his home and met the Lord. When Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu had gone to Santipur on his way to Vrindavana, Raghunātha Das Goswami had offered to dedicate his life at the Lord's lotus feet. In the meantime, however, a Mohammedan official became envious of Hiranja Das, Raghunātha Das Goswami's uncle, and induced some big official court minister to have him arrested. Thus Hiranja Das left his home, but by the intelligence of Raghunātha Dasa, the misunderstanding was mitigated. Then Raghunātha Das went to Panihati and followed the order of Nityananda Prabhu. He observed a festival, Chida Dadi Mahotsava, by distributing chipped rice mixed with yogurt. The day after the festival, Nityananda Prabhu gave Raghunātha Das the blessings that he would very soon attain the shelter of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. After this incident, Raghunātha Das, with the help of his priest, whose name was Yadunandana Acharya, got out of his house by trickery and thus ran away. Not touching the general path, Raghunātha Das Goswami secretly went to Jagannath Puri. After 12 days, he arrived in Jagannath Puri at the lotus feet of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu entrusted Raghunātha Das Goswami to Swarup Damodar Goswami. Therefore, another name of Raghunātha Das Goswami is Swarupera Raghu, or the Raghunātha of Swarup Damodar. For 5 days, Raghunātha Das Goswami took prasadam at the temple, but later he would stand at the Singhadwara gate and ate only whatever he could gather by alms. Later, he lived by taking alms from various chatras, or food distributing centers. When Raghunatha's father received news of this, he sent some men and money, but Raghunātha Das Goswami refused to accept the money. Understanding that Raghunātha Das Goswami was living by begging from the chatras, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu presented him with his own Gunjamala and a stone from Govardhan Hill. Thereafter, Raghunātha Das Goswami used to eat rejected food that had been collected and washed. This renounced life greatly pleased both Swarup Damodar Goswami and Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. One day, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu took by force some of the same food, thus blessing Raghunātha Das Goswami for his renunciation. Okay, we are going to start text 1. Kripa Gunaya Kugrihanda Kupat Udritya Bangya Raghunātha Dasam Nyasya Swarupe Vidadhe Ntarangam Sri Krishna Chaitanyam Amun Prapatye. With the robes of his causeless mercy, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu employed a trick to deliver Raghunātha Das Gosvāmī from the blind well of contemptible family life. Contemptible. Contemptible means, English speaking?
Like, kind of hateful.
Disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
Yeah. Well, but not disgraceful, but more like dislike, yeah.
Disdainful.
Or deceitful? No?
You have contempt for someone you don't like.
You don't like them. Yeah.
Okay. From the blind well of contemptible family life, he made Raghunātha Das Gosvāmī one of his personal associates, placing him under the charge of Swarup Damodar Goswami. I offer my obeisances unto him. Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Sri Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Ei Mata Gaura Chandra Bhakta Gana Sange, Nila Chale Nana Lila Kore Nana Range. Thus, Lord Gaurachandra performed various pastimes with his associates at Jagannath Puri in varieties of transcendental pleasure. Yadyapi Antare Krishna Viyoga Badaye Bahirena Prakasaya Bhakta Dukha Bhaje. Although Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu felt pangs of separation from Krishna, he did not manifest his feelings externally, for he feared the unhappiness of his devotees. Utkata viraha dukkha jave bahiraya, toveye vaikalya prabhura varnana nayaya. The transformations undergone by the Lord when he manifested severe unhappiness due to the separation from Krishna cannot be described. Ramanandera Krishna Kata Sarupera Gana Viraha Vedanaya Prabhura Rakaye Parana. When the Lord acutely felt pangs of separation from Krishna, only Sri Ramananda Roy's talks about Krishna and the sweet songs of Swarup Damodar kept him alive. This was the last 12 years of the Lord in Jagannath Puri, right? When he was undergoing all the internal feelings of separation, right? In Jagannath Puri. So, right? And that's where you are going, heading to. Jagannath Puri, special place of pilgrimage. Dine Prabhu Nana Songe Haya Anjamana Ratri Kale Bada Prabhura Viraha Vedana. Because the Lord associated with various devotees during the day, his mind was somewhat diverted, but at night the pangs of separation from Krishna increased very rapidly. Tanra Sukha Hetu Sange Rahe Duijana Krishna Rasa Sloka Gite Korena Sanvana. Two people, Ramananda Roy and Swarup Damodar Goswami, stayed with the Lord to pacify him by reciting various verses about Krishna's pastimes and by singing appropriate songs for his satisfaction. Subala Jaiche Purve Krishna Sukera Sahaya Gaura Sukha Dana Hetu Taiche Rama Raya. Previously, when Lord Krishna was personally present, Subala, one of his cowherd boy friends, gave him happiness when he felt separation from Radharani. Similarly, Ramananda Roy helped give happiness to Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Purve Jaiche Radhara Lalita Sahaya Pradana Taiche Swarupa Goswami Rake Mahaprabhu Prana. Previously, when Srimati Radharani felt the pangs of separation from Krishna, her constant companion Lalita kept her alive by helping her in many ways. Similarly, when Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu felt Radharani's emotion, Swarup Damodar Goswami helped him maintain his life. So Swarup Damodar is Vishaka in Krishna Lila, right? Swarup Damodar. Lalita. because Mahaprabhu is feeling the feelings of Srimati Radharani, right? He's in that mood. Ei dui janara saubhagya kahananayaya prabhura antaranga poli janrelo kesgaya. To describe the fortunate position of Ramananda Roy and Swarup Damodar Goswami is extremely difficult. They were renowned as intimately confidential friends of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Ei Mata Vihare Gaura Lanya Bhaktagana Raghunātha Milanya Evesuna Bhaktagana. The Lord thus enjoyed his life with his devotees. O devotees of Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, now hear how Raghunātha Das Goswami met the Lord. Purve Santipure Raghunātha Jove Aila, Mahaprabhu Kripa Kori Tanre Sikaila. When Raghunātha Das during his family life went to meet Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu at Santipur, the Lord gave him worthy instructions by his causeless mercy. Prabhura Shiksate Tenho Nija Goreyaya Markata Vairagya Chadi Haila Visaji Praya. Instead of becoming a so-called renunciant, Raghunātha Das, following the instructions of the Lord, returned home and played exactly like a pounds and shillings man. Returned home and played exactly like a pounds and shillings man. Is it like a grihastra?
Yeah, just carrying on with normal family life, working and...
Working, making money, paying bills.
Yeah, no.
So the Lord sent him back to his family to continue his life like a grihastra or something, right?
Yeah.
It's some kind of expression. This.
Yeah, it's a British expression, it seems.
Vitore Vairagya Bahire Kore Sarva Karma Dekiya Tamata Pitara Anandita Mana. Raghunātha Das was inwardly completely renounced, even in family life, but he did not express his renunciation externally. Instead, he acted just like an ordinary businessman. Seeing this, his father and mother were satisfied. Mathura Haite Prabhu Aila, Bharta Jove Paila, Prabhu Pasa Chalibare Udyoga Korila. When he received a message that Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu had returned from Mathura city, Raghunātha Das endeavored to go to the lotus feet of the Lord. Henakale mulukera ekam lecha adikari, saptagrama mulukera sehaya chaudhuri. At that time, there was a Mohammedan official collecting the taxes of saptagrama. So Mahaprabhu was already in Jagannath Puri, right? And Raghunātha Das Goswami wanted to meet the Lord. So he wanted to make some plan to get there. Hiranja dasa muluka nilama krari kariya taradi karagela mare sedekiya. When Hiranja Das, Raghunātha Das' uncle, made an agreement with the government to collect taxes, the Mohammedan Chaudhuri, or tax collector, having lost his position, became extremely envious of him. Varalaksha Deya Rahaya Sadhevi Visalaksha Seturuk Kichuna Panya Haila Patipaksha. Hiranja Das was collecting 2 million coins and therefore should have delivered 1,500,000 to the government. Instead, he was giving only 1,200,000, thus making an extra profit of 300,000 coins. Seeing this, the Mohammedan Chaudhuri, who was a Turk, became his rival. Turkish?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess so. It's funny that before it's called as Mohammedan, now it's called
Raja Gore.
Because they are
Oh.
Aha, really, I see. Raja Gore Kai Piyat Diya Ujure Anila Hiranya Dasa Palaila Raghunātha Bandila. After sending a confidential account to the government treasury, the Chaudhary brought the minister in charge. The Chaudhary came wanting to arrest Hiranya Das, but Hiranya Das had left home. Therefore, the Chaudhary arrested Raghunātha Das. Pratidina Raghunātha Karaje Bartsana Bapa Jetare Ana Nahe Paiba Jatana. Every day the Mohammedan would chastise Raghunātha Das and tell him, "Bring your father and his elder brother, otherwise you will be punished." Marite anaje jodi deke Raghunātha manapiri jaya tobe napare marite. The Chaudhary wanted to beat him, but as soon as he saw Raghunatha's face, his mind changed and he could not beat him. Visese kajasta budje antare koredara muketarje garje morite sabaya antara. Indeed, the Chaudhary was afraid of Raghunātha Das because Raghunātha Das belonged to the Kajasta community. Although the Chaudhary would chastise him with oral vibrations, he was afraid to beat him. Raghunātha Das Gosvāmī belonged to a very aristocratic family of the Kajasta community. He had substantial influence with the local people, and therefore the Chaudhary or minister was afraid to beat him. Superficially, he would chastise Raghunātha Das with threatening vibrations, but he did not beat him. The members of the Kajasta community in India are generally very intelligent and expert in business management. Formerly, they were mostly government officers. They were mentioned even by Yajnavalkya, as quoted by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrita Prabhaha Bhasya. Okay, we'll continue the next text. Tabe Raghunātha Kichu Chintila Upaya Vinate Kariya Kahe Seimile Chapaya. While this was going on, Raghunātha Das thought of a tricky method of escape. Dasi humbly submitted this plea at the feet of the Mohammedan Chaudhary. Amara Pita Yeta Haya Tomara Dui Bai Baije Tomara Kalaha Kara Sarvadai. My dear sir, my family and his elder brother are both your brothers. All brothers always fight about something. Kabhu Kalaha Kabhu Priti Iharanishchoinai Kalipuna Tinabai Haiba Ekatyani. Sometimes brothers fight among themselves, and sometimes they have very friendly dealings. There is no certainty when such changes will take place. Thus, I am sure that although today you are fighting, tomorrow your three brothers will be sitting together in peace. Ami jaiche pitara, taiche tomara balaka, ami tomara palja tumi amara palaka. Just as I am my father's son, so I am also yours. I am your dependent, and you are my maintainer. Palaka hanya palyere, tadite na yuyaya, tumi sarva shastra jana, jinda praya. For a maintainer to punish the person he maintains is not good. You are expert in all the scriptures. Indeed, you are like a living saint. So Raghunātha Das Gosvāmī is praising the Mohammedan. Eta suni sei melecha mana andra ardra haila Dadibahi Ashrupade Kandite Lagila. Hearing Raghunātha Das's appealing voice, the Mohammedan's heart softened. He began to cry and tears glided down his beard. Mlecha bole, Aji haite tumi mora putra, Aji chad daimu toma kori eka sutra. The Mohammedan Chaudhry told Raghunātha Das, "You are my son from this day on. Today, by some means, I should have you released." Ujire kohija Raghunātha chadi daila, pritikori Raghunātha kohite lagila. After informing the minister, the Chaudhry released Raghunātha Das and then began to speak to him with great affection. Tumara jeta nirbudhi asta laksha kaya, amibagi amare kichu divare yujaya. The elder brother of your father is less intelligent, he said. He enjoys 800,000 coins, but since I am also a shareholder, he should give some portion of it to me. That was Hiranja, right? His uncle. Yahatumi tomara jetare milaha amare, jemate balahaya karuna bara dilun tanre. Now you go arrange a meeting between me and your uncle. Let him do whatever he thinks best. I shall completely depend on his decision. Raghunātha asitove jetore milaila, melechaha hita basa kaila saba santa haila. Raghunātha Das arranged a meeting between his uncle and the Chaudhry. He settled the matter, and everything was peaceful. Ei mata Raghunātera vatsareka gela, duitija vatsare palaite mana kaila. In this way, Raghunātha Das passed 1 year exactly like a first-class business manager. But the next year, he again decided to leave home. Ratre uti ekela chalila palanya, dura haite pita tanre anila daria. He got up alone one night and left. But his father caught him in a distant place and brought him back. Ei mate bare bare palaya dori ane, tove tanra mata kohe tanra pita sane. This became almost a daily affair. Raghunātha would run away from home, and his father would again bring him back. Then Raghunātha Das' mother began speaking to his father. Putra batula haila ihaya rakaha bandilla, tan rapita kohe tare nirvina hanya. Our son has become mad, she said. Just keep him by binding him with ropes. His father, being very unhappy, replied to her as follows. Indra sama aisvarya stri upsaran sama, eisava vandite na rileka janramana. Raghunātha Das, our son, has opulences like Indra, the heavenly king, and his wife is as beautiful as an angel. Yet all this could not tie down his mind. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Sundara. Radha Giridhar Yuki. Dadira Vandane Tanre Rakibe Kemate. Janmadata Pitanare Prabhatha Kandaite. How then could we keep this boy home by binding him with ropes? It is not possible even for one's father to nullify the reactions of one's past activities. You know what is happening here? Raghunātha Das Gosvāmī is trying to go and meet Mahāprabhu, but his father is trying to keep him back in his family life. and providing everything possible because he's a very wealthy man. But nothing can keep him back. He's trying to escape somehow. He's devising a plan to escape.
And it's amazing because Raghunātha, I mean, he's not from just an ordinary family. Like you see his uncles, like they're very high up in the government, very high positions. Like Rupa and Sanatan, and you know, and he has this incredible, like he's another prince, right?
Right.
And you can see like his dealings with what was his name?
Tax
Anyway, the other ministers. And very like diplomatic. They're highly educated. They're not just people that don't really have a lot going on, but they're like super qualified people that are then. So it's even more to renounce their situation than
Wealthy, powerful, influential people.
right. Moving in society, so much respect, so much positions, everything at their fingertips.
And we read before this chapter that Raghunātha Goswami had some association from Haridas Thakur, if I remember correctly. As a young boy, he was going to hear from Haridas Thakur. Yeah.
Okay.
You remember? Yes, you remember, right?
Okay.
So he had already that connection.
The priests do.
Yes, and then he got the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And now, he's saying here, the father is saying here, Caitanya-caritāmṛta Antya-līlā inhare, Caitanya-caritāmṛta Vatula Kerakite pare. Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu has fully bestowed his mercy on him. Who can keep home such a madman of Chaitanya Chandra? Tobe Raghunātha Kichu Bicharila Mane, Nityananda Gosanira Pasa Chalila Aradine. Then Raghunātha considered something in his mind, and the next day he went to Nityananda Goswami. Panihati Grame Paila Prabhura Darsana, Kirtaniya Sevaka Songe Arabahu Jana. In the village of Panihati, Raghunātha obtained an interview with Nityananda Prabhu. Sorry, that was after that, not before. Who was accompanied by many kirtan performers, servants, and others. Ganga tire briksha mule pindara upare, Vasija chena jena koti sujo daya kore. Sitting on a rock under a tree on the bank of the Ganges, Lord Nityananda seemed as effulgent as hundreds of thousands of rising suns. Tole upare bahu bhakta hanyache vestita, deki prabhura prabhava Raghunātha vismita. Many devotees sat on the ground surrounding him. Seeing the influence of Nityananda Prabhu, Raghunātha was astonished. Dandavat hanya sei padila kata dure, sevaka kohe Raghunātha dandavat kore. Raghunātha offered his obeisances by falling prostrate at a distant place, and the servant of Nityananda Prabhu pointed out, "There is Raghunātha offering you obeisances." Suni Prabhu kohe, Chora dili darasana, aya ajitora karimu dandana. Hearing this, Lord Nityananda Prabhu said, "You are a thief. Now you have come to see me. Come here, come here. Today I shall punish you." Prabhu bulaya tenho nikatena kore gamana, akarsiya tanramate Prabhu torila charana. The Lord called him, but Raghunātha did not go near the Lord. Then the Lord forcibly caught him and placed his lotus feet upon Raghunātha's head. Kautuki Nityananda Sahaye Doya Moya Raghunātha kohe kichu hanya sadaya. Lord Nityananda was by nature very merciful and funny. Being merciful, he spoke to Raghunātha Das as follows. Nikate na aisa chora baga dure dure ajilak panyachi dandimu tomare. You are like a thief, for instead of coming near, you stay away at a distant place. Now they have captured you, I shall punish you. Dati chida baksana karaha moragane, suni anandita haila Raghunātha mane. Make a festival and feed all my associates yogurt and chipped rice. Hearing this, Raghunātha Das was greatly pleased. Seix sane nija loka pataila grame, Bhaksya dravya loka sava grama haite ane. Raghunātha Das immediately sent his own men to the village to purchase all kinds of eatables and bring them back. Chida, dathi, dukta, sandes, arachini, kola, sabadravya, ananya, chaudike, darila. Raghunātha Das brought chipped rice, yogurt, milk, sweetmeats, sugar, bananas, and other eatables and placed them all around. Mahotsava nama suni, brahmana sayana, asite la gila loka, asankhya ganana. As soon as they heard that a festival was going to be held, all kinds of brahmanas and other gentlemen began to arrive. Thus they were innumerable people. Ara gramantara haite, samagri anila, satadui chori holna, tanha anaila. Seeing the crowds increasing, Raghunātha Das arranged to get more eatables from other villages. He also brought 200 to 400 large round earthen pots. Okay, maybe we should stop here because it continued to describe the big festival at Panihati festival.
Kel's favorite.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes? Have you been there?
No, I just, at this past time, I just like it.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Jai Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai. Śrīla Krishna Das Kavirāj Gosvāmī Prabhu ki jai. So this happened after his parents were trying to keep him at the house by all kinds of ways. But then Raghunātha Das Goswami went to meet Nityananda Prabhu, right? At Panihati.
So first he went to see Mahāprabhu. Mahāprabhu sent him back.
Right, yes.
And now he's gone to see Nityananda Prabhu, and then we see what happens after he sees Nityananda Prabhu.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. Jai Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai. Śrīla Krishna Das Kavirāj Gosvāmī Prabhu ki jai. Dasi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. I think that maybe we read tomorrow. Are you in the last section now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can read that tomorrow. It's your turn. Who hasn't sung today? Oh.
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama.
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana.
Gopala Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohai.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohai.
Chaitanya Nityananda
and all the devotees